Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing another mod on the Antec 900. For any of you guys that own the older 900s, you know that the 200 millimeter fan that's on the top here was not LED lit. The 902, they did change that. They used a BigBoy 200 with the blue LEDs, and also in the Antec 1200 it has the BigBoy 200 with the LEDs. After looking around online, I thought maybe I could just get a fan, replace it with one from the 902 or the 1200. They are not available. You cannot get them from Antec. I couldn't find any online. I couldn't find anybody that sells an exact replacement for it that'll fit into these cases. So if you have a 902 or a 1200 and this fan goes bad, all you can do is buy a stock replacement fan without the LEDs. Or if you have the older 900s like this, as you know, they don't come with the LED fan, so you're pretty much stuck with it the way it is. So today I'm going to do a mod where we're going to add some blue LEDs to the 200 millimeter BigBoy fan. So it might be interesting to some of you that have 900s already, or if you have a 902 or 1200 and you're thinking that you may need to replace the fan in the future, or maybe your fan has already gone bad. This will show you how to convert a stock Antec BigBoy 200 into the Blue ED version. So the first thing I'm going to do is shut this down, and we're going to take the top cover off and pull the fan out. Okay, I have the top cover removed, and we had removed the 3 screws that hold it in place. If you're going to be taking one out, there's one in the front here right by your power wires. And then there's one in the back corner down there, if you can see it. And then another one on this side, kind of hiding in there. But basically them 3 are all that holds the fan in place. And now we'll be able to pull it out and figure out where we're going to mount our wires for our LEDs. Okay, now that we have the fan out, you can have a better look at it. The thing that makes these odd is kind of this egg shape that they have on them. You see, you can lay it flat, and that's basically what makes them different than the aftermarket ones. Is the aftermarkets are completely round. They don't have this lip on them. Actually, I'll show you on this side to use the mounting screws to hold them in place. And these are actually a very heavy, very well-made fan. So it's nice to keep it in there. It's a well-performing fan, very silent. No sense spending, 40, 50 bucks on a 200 millimeter aftermarket, and it's probably not going to be any better fan than the stock one that comes with it. So now we just have to figure out where we want to drill our holes so we can mount our LEDs in it. Let me show you the LEDs that we got. I searched all over looking for different LEDs to use, and I found these at Frozen CTU. They're pre-wired. They have a pigtail on them already. They have the shrink wrap on the end. They're already soldered at the LEDs. And these ones have 12 volt resistors already attached to them. So they're ready to wire right into 12 volt. And these are only about $2 each. So basically for 8 bucks we're going to be able to convert this over to a lighted LED fan. Once we get a little farther along here, I'll plug one of these in and show you just how bright they are. Okay, what you're going to want to do is find a drill bit that's about the same size, maybe slightly bigger than the LED you're going to insert. So we're going to drill the holes with that so we have enough room to kind of snugly put the LED in there. We're going to fasten them in with some hot glue anyway to hold them in place. But if you do it right, you can basically make it just about the exact size of the LED and possibly not even have to use anything to help fasten it in. But this is the bit we're going to use. And to use a reference on the fan itself, they have these 4 mounting holes on them, and we're going to use them as a reference to where we're going to drill our holes. And generally on fans, they put the LEDs in at an angle. You could go straight in with it if you wanted, and it would shine, towards the center of the fan. But generally they want to go in at an angle, and that way it's going to shine across the blades of your fan this way. So we'll have one going in like this at an angle, and then on this corner we'll have one going down at an angle shining this way, and then vice versa on the other corners like so. So it'll basically light up the whole fan. So we're going to start drilling our holes, and then we'll start putting the LEDs in and figure out how we're going to run the wire. Okay, we have all of our 4 LEDs in place now. All the holes are drilled, excuse me. You want to make sure that you don't push them in too far that they're going to hit on the fan blade. So make sure you spin your blade around and make sure you got good clearance on all the LEDs from the fan blades themselves. Also, when you drill these out, you're going to want to drill slow. If you run into the fan blade or drill into the fan blade itself, you could basically throw the fan out of balance, and then it is going to burn up the fan, make a racket, basically ruin the fan. So you just want to go real slow. It is plastic. You will drill through it quite easily. But we got them all set in there. So now I'm just going to hook up all the wires and turn on the LEDs and see what it's going to look like. Okay, I just temporarily wired them in to make sure that we're all working. Whenever you buy LEDs, you never know, you can get a clunker in there. What I did when I ordered these is I actually ordered an extra one, which I'd recommend for anybody that's doing like a wiring project like this. You end up with one bad LED, it could basically stop your projects in the tracks, or if one fails shortly after you install it, at least you have another way to fix it, replace it without having to pay shipping for a whole nother shipment of them. But basically, we just want to check out make sure they all work, see what the pattern looks like before we hot glue everything in there. Kind of give you an idea of running them at an angle like I told you about. You can see how it kind of reflects off the fan blades. I think that's going to work pretty good. They're nice bright LEDs. They're going to spread a lot of light onto the fan. Should look really nice when the fan is spinning. So we're going to go ahead and hot glue these into place, and then we'll permanently attach the wires. Okay, I have them all hot glued in. Basically, you just want to put a dollop on there to attach the LED to the plastic itself. Not only will that keep it from popping out on you while the fan is mounted in there and make you tear it all apart again to fix it, but it'll also keep the LED from moving in farther and basically hitting the fan, ruining the fan or the LED. So basically it's just a little reassurance that it's going to stay put. Okay, we have the wiring all done. I am wiring all this externally onto a 12-volt connector. A couple different reasons for that. One is this fan is run through the fan controller, so I don't want the LEDs to dim and brighten as I'm adjusting the fan speed. So this way we can run it separately. And a second thing is, if these end up being too bright or brighter than I want, I can always easily add a switch into the power wire for it to be able to have the option to turn this on and off without messing with the fan itself. So we could still use the fan for cooling and just simply turn the lights on and off. But we just wrapped the wires around. I used hot glue in a couple different places just to keep them firmly attached to the side of the fan so that they won't get in the way or get snagged by anything. And then just bundled them all together in the front, hooked all of our powers and our negatives up, and ran them through a simple connector that's going to go to the power supply itself. But now we'll be able to mount that into the case and see what it looks like with the fan running, mounted in. Okay, here's a shot of it all up and running. As you can see with the 4 LEDs, it's nice and bright. It's really going to glow. It's really a nice mod if you have just the standard BigBoy 200 fan, or if you are replacing a BigBoy and need to get a LED one or want to get an LED one. Of course, you can get LEDs in all kinds of different colors depending on what your case scheme is. These particular ones are available in red, purple, orange, I think white, and blue. But very happy with how it turned out, and I hope you found this interesting. Thanks for watching.